another beautiful motherfucking day in paradise. Why? Because. Do do do. So, scroll retrieval. I was just honestly realizing, I just had this very intense moment where I realized that some of the themes in my life, that the relationships in my life that have had off balance dynamics and all the reasons whatever of that, but that these are incredibly honest reflections of the ways in which I myself have been afraid of ownership of my own talents, of my own power, of the potential and the impact of what I love and what I create and what I'm here to do. Yeah? Yeah. And so it's like, okay, so this has been coming up in my brain place a lot, is this memory of like when I was younger, I was like I was a very, very, very mature child. I know, it's a little hard to sometimes comprehend this. Comprende, comprehensión. ¿Qué es posible, Lorian? Now I'm such a goofball. Yeah, yeah. So, but one of the things is that I was very aware of a lot of power dynamics in different situations, a lot of people's sadness. And I read, oh my goodness, what is his name? My favorite economist, who's practically a prophet in my eyes, I think. Anyway, Future Shock, Alvin Toffler. I read that when I was like 5, maybe a bit much, or 3 or something like that. Anyway, so the thing is I had this repetitive thing that would come up in conversations all the time where I'd be like, yes, it's like, I think our children are born smarter than us. And I think that it's okay because there's the next generations are going to be smart enough to heal the bullshit that we've caused on the planet and socially. And then I got brainy girl testing. They tested all the kids. They tested literally every child in Ontario. It was a thing they did in Canada. So in the province I was in, they tested literally every school child and created a program for the kind of intelligences they were specifically looking at identifying, right? And I ranked very high in those, and so I was able to, and then that was actually kicked off a major, intense, like, dark night of the soul in my child perspective, because I was like, oh no, I'm supposed to be one of these people that figures out how to fix the bullshit. I was like, I don't think I can do it. Anywho, but this is the same reflection. So in different patterns in the world, in my world that I've been dreaming and creating, is this understanding of is this under the understanding, been deepening this understanding of accountability and ownership of what your creation is. Yes, that in the amazingness of the Ho'oponopono process and its full, incredible ritual, as Dame Cordova, who's just an incredible being, thank goodness for her, and the process of Ho'oponopono, and it's really reaching, because you know what, like anger and frustration, and these are fires, and they're not the parts that I'm most comfortable with, even though I might be very good at them. So, but the forgiveness and love and processing and ownership, those I am very comfortable with, and I've really just been realizing how much in the patterns of my life I have had this perspective, these lenses, as we've been discussing for a long time. How much I've had these goggles on of being afraid of aspects of my own power, talent, ability to impact the world, right? Necessary talents I was given as part of the collective, as part of a larger species of humanity, as a cell in the body of the planet. And it is important for me to act on all the functions of the cellular functions that I was given for this cell that was designed for a specific purpose. And so acting on all the aspects of me, of my talent, and is my responsibility. It's a responsibility, guys, and it's a fun responsibility for the most part, you know? And so I was hoping now there's a fun time. Thank you again, Rob and Milana, for teaching me and for getting to work in the in soul retrieval in the 90s, which is badassian, and working all this scroll retrieval, as in as in like the scrolls, the Akashic records, like the Library of Alexandria, you know. And so we're going to, from that place of our own Akasha, from our higher self, right, we're going to call in, take responsibility, and bless and thank everyone that has helped us act out the limit or underestimate or undermine our own brilliance and highest, most powerful, fun time, shining, effective cell in the body of the planet responsibilities. Yes? All right. And here we are. And we start with gratitude. We start with thankfulness. Wherever we are, however we are, I'm very thankful for the opportunity, the energy, the ability to heal and transform myself and the world that I am a part of. And in this moment, I, full name, thank my highest self, my beautiful subconscious, which is the cosmic librarian, my guides who meet and exceed the vibrational goal of my soul in this lifetime, and that which is the creative force, energy, divine, love. Insert your concept of relationship, of the creative force, of that which is everything. Energy. Only and always for the highest good of all concerned. All of these aspects gathered here, working through me in every aspect of my life, through all time, space, and dimension, where I thank and bless and release from the responsibility all of those who have taken the roles of limiting, undermining, doubting, being unsupportive, or working in any conflict or limiting dynamic to the fullness, the full representation of my soul purpose with the most fun, joyous, impactful, peaceful, fun, happy, healthy, connected, fulfilled being, incarnation, fulfilling the purpose of my life and life in joy and impacting beautifully the world around me. Me, my purpose that I love and I embrace, because I release everything which is not that. And I'm thankful for it, because, there is a time in my life when I was crushed by the idea of the talents and responsibilities that I have the honor of being given. And it's taken me this long to grow into me, and we're not late for anything. We're right here, exactly where we need to be. you and I'm with you. And I know you're with me. This is the shift. This is the Satya Yuga. This is Lori and Rowan surfing Vuzuvaya.